Hello everyone, welcome to Sarah's Stitchery. My name is Sarah and this is my channel where I talk all about my cross stitch journey. Today is November 9th and this is Flosstube episode 47. Full disclosure, this is my third time filming this video today. I don't know what my problem is. I've forgotten how to talk apparently, which is very odd for someone who talks for a living. So anyway, I'm going to try to get through a filming and not having to start over because I don't want to do that again. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for checking me out. I hope you enjoy what you see today. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and spending more time with me. I know there are a lot of amazing floss tubes out there, so I do appreciate that you choose to spend some time with me every other week, so thank you. So let's see, I thought I would start with a brief reintroduction of myself in case anyone is new here. My name is Sarah. As I said, I live in southwestern Ohio, a little bit north of Cincinnati. I am a fourth grade teacher. My husband is a high school teacher. We have 3 grown children, and I have 2 rescue pups named Daisy and Lily. And I love to cross stitch. So I've been cross stitching since I was about 9 years old when my mom taught me. And it's just out of all the things, out of all the hobbies I've had over the years, this is the one that has really stuck with me. So it's my lifelong passion, I guess you could say. So yeah, let's get started. I have a lot of things to share with you guys today. I have an unboxing that I want to do of a beautiful Stitchy Box. I have some giveaways and I have a fully finished. I have 2 new starts. I have whips, I have plans, I have books that I've read. So let's just dive right in. I'm going to start with the Stitchy Box. So I was sent a box from Crazy Annie's Stitchin'. They had a strawberry themed Stitchy Box. And so she was kind enough to send a box over for me to share with you. So let's get to it. So the box came like this, and it's filled with lots of goodies, and there's a little card on the top here. And it says, thank you for your purchase of the 2025 Strawberry Themed Stitchy Box. And on the back, there is a list of all of the amazing contributors to this box. And the featured designer of the box is Puntini Puntini. So let me show you what's in here. Let me move all of the fun shredded paper here out of the way. And let's get started. So the first thing I pulled out when I opened this box, now, I was going to save this and open it with you, but I really couldn't help myself. So I have already opened this and looked at all of it myself. So the first thing I want to show you is these beautiful acrylic floss drops. I love these. You can see they have strawberries on them. They're clear, they're see-through. They're so fun. I love that they have the 2 I don't know if you can see that, the 2 holes in it, the larger one for your floss and this one for your remnants. So cute. I love it. This comes from a company or a business called Crossed and Stitches USA, and they're on Etsy. Very cute. The next thing, well, of course you have to have some strawberry themed snacks. Got a granola bar in there, some strawberry themed candies. Yum. Do you know how hard it was not to eat this before I showed it to you? I love strawberry snacks. The next thing is this cute little pouch, and in the pouch you get a pair of snips. These are always great for on the go. I love taking those with me. And oh, so cute. This beautiful needle minder from Beverly McAuliffe of Flamingo Toes. I just love that basket of strawberries. It's so sweet. And it's one of those metal ones. They're really strong. I like those a lot. Next, try not to drop everything here. Got an adorable little notebook with Crazy Annie's Stitchin' on there. I love having a notebook in my bag, especially when I go to retreats. It's great for writing down any patterns that I see, other stitching that I want to possibly get for myself, names of new friends, addresses, contact info, just anything. It's handy to have a notebook with you. So I will definitely be putting that in my stitchy bag. Got some needles, always need some needles. These are Laurie Holt, size 26. Never enough needles. I don't know where all my needles go. Who knows? Sure, some of you have the same problem. Got some Blooming Blossoms buttons. I love having buttons for finishing. It's always fun. They're very colorful. So cute. Got, oh, I love this so much. This is a needle book. You can see it's handcrafted, and it's very well made. It opens up. You just pull open the ribbon there. And, oh, look at that. So cute. I love this little vine strawberry flowers. I don't know what they're called. So cute. I love it. And in the back here, it says handmade with love from Little Bun Designs UK. Perfect. I love this so much. That's going in my stitchy bag too. Next, so I got some fabric. This is 32 count dirty linen, Zweigart, and this is for something specific in this box. Also got DMC flosses, because in this box there are some patterns to stitch up. I'm going to start with this one. It is called In the Berry Patch by All Through the Night, and I just think it's so cute. I love a bird. I love stitching strawberries, especially in June when Marjorie Maid hosts her strawberry moon sal every June. That'll be a good one to put in my stash for June. And it's a very small one. This is 76 by 80, so that would stitch up pretty quick. You also have, I mentioned earlier that Puntini is the featured designer of this box, because she has a couple of patterns in here. Let me pull something out of here first. Okay, so the first one you get is strawberry pin cushions. So you can see there are two designs. They're made into little pillows. The first one on the top says Berry Best Friends, and the one on the bottom says Feeling Berry Good. I love a strawberry pun. So cute. And then, I love this one. I think this is my favorite one in the box. This is called Strawberry Alphabet Sampler. Look how pretty that is. Now you'll notice on here these beautiful pins that are adorning the finish. Well, guess what? It comes in the box. So pretty. So those are handmade pins by Puntini. So it's perfect. You already have it ready for your finish. Speaking of your finish, you need the board as well. Here it is. So this is one of the bender boards from Chantel's 141. It is the bobbin bender board in the large size. You can see it's got the bobbin cutout up here, and it also has the little bobbin. And you can see that that bobbin is right there on the finish with the little pins sticking out of it. It's got the bow behind it. So cute. So I love that this box comes with everything you need to stitch this pattern right here. You've got the finishing board, you've got the pins, you've got the fabric wherever I set that at, you've got the floss. So I could literally start this today and get going on it. So I just love when you get a box of things that coordinate, and you know, not only do you get a great pattern, but you get all the stuff you need to stitch it. So as if all of that wasn't enough, I also got a project bag. So guess what's going in here? So this project bag, let me see, I think the designer's name is here in here. Well, first of all, this is an envelope style project bag. I love the fabric. And you open it and, oh, here's the name of the maker, Boulder Valley Stitching. And I love that. I love the inside fabric as well. And inside comes one of these handy things. I don't know what they're called, but they have these little snaps on the corners. You snap them together and it makes a cute, handy little tray that you can just sit at your stitching place. You can put your scissors in it. I usually just stick my orts in it, especially when I'm out and about stitching, because here's what I do. I put the orts in there, and if I don't have somewhere to throw it away, I just go ahead and unsnap it, and I just fold it and put it in my bag so my orts stay in there until I have a chance to throw them away. But it's so cute. You can just use it to hold all your little stuff. Put your needles in it, your scissors, whatever. So there's that. I think this box was fantastic. I was so excited. I just kept pulling things out. I'm like, there's more. It's like one of those commercials, but wait, there's more. So, like I said, this came from Crazy Annie Stitchin'. She does have a few left. So if you like this box, I did put a link below. You can go to that link and you can get one for yourself. And with my link, you get 10% off your purchase. So go check that out. All right, I do have some giveaways next. So let me pause and put this away and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have a couple of giveaways here that I announced the winners in my last video. They have not been claimed, so I'm going to re-announce it here. This is a kit that came from my friend Candy for me to give away to one of you. It was the Halloween Hijinks pattern by Carolyn Manning, and it even has her start in the little bag, so you also get this project bag as well. But this was something she had decided that she wasn't going to continue with, so she actually put the fabric in here with her start, so that's fantastic. So the winner of this one was Kathy Strickland 2849. So Kathy, if that's you, contact me at Stitchy Sarah Reads. You can send me a message or you can send me an email. That's down below as well. Then here was another one that I had announced the winner last time and I haven't heard back from her. So I'll announce her again. This was part of the Snowglobe series, the Winter Forest Snowglobe series by Tiny Modernist. It is a series that's being hosted by Crazy Annie Stitchin'. I do have the link below. It's not too late to sign up. You can get the ones that have already been released, as well as the ones that are still coming out. So this was part 2. This was the bear. It does come with a sticker that features this design. And the winner of this was Mary Kimball 9513. So Mary, contact me. I'll get this sent out to you. And then I showed this one last time and I picked a winner. So this was part 4 of the Snowglobe series, this cute little hedgehog. And this goes to Kathy Montoya 4142. So Kathy, get in touch with me. Congratulations, ladies. I have some new giveaways for you today. I was contacted by a viewer named Teresa. She asked if she could send me some patterns to give away to all of you. So of course I said yes. So thank you, Teresa, for being so generous and sharing that with all of us. So this was one of the patterns she sent me. I pulled it out because it is a Christmas design. It's called In Heaven and Nature Sings by Kathy Barrick. It is so beautiful. I love the deer. I love the little garland around her neck and the cute little cardinals on her back. So if you would like to win this, use the word deer in your comment, please. Next, I have 2 more kits from my friend Candy. This one is called Joy. It's from Erin Elizabeth. It says Joy to the World on it. And in the back here, she has all of the, she has all of the DMC floss that you need for this pattern. So all you gotta do is provide the fabric. So if you would like to win this pattern, just say Joy in your comment. And it'll come in one of these handy zipper bags. I thought that was so nice that she like kept them in the zipper bags to give to all of you. And here's another one, another Christmas design, also from my friend Candy. And this one is another Erin Elizabeth. It's called A Type of Christmas. You can see there are a lot of different words, different text, all having to do with Christmas and winter. And she actually had a start on this one. It's so cute. I don't know what this fabric is. It kind of looks like vintage country mocha. Looks like an Aida. I would guess like an 18 or a 20 count. but you can see there's her start. So this will be coming with the pattern. So you can choose to continue her start, you can adopt her WIP, or you can start your own. And it also comes with all of the DMC flosses. Look how nicely she has them organized in these little floss away bags with all of the numbers on them on a ring. Candy, you are very organized. So if you're interested in this one, I decided to have you use the word snow since that's already been stitched on her pattern here. So use the word snow in your comments. So if you are going to enter, please make sure that you are 18 or older so I can get your address. Also, please be a U.S. citizen just for shipping cost purposes, and please be a subscriber. So there you go. And don't use the words giveaway or free or win or anything in your comment. So let's get to it. I have a beautiful FFO I want to share with you. And here it is. This is called the Happy Heart Sampler. It's from Birds of a Feather. You can get the Birds of a Feather patterns from Colorado Cross Stitcher. She has the rights to rechart all of the Birds of a Feather patterns. And she's kind of been doing them in bits and pieces. And so this was one of the first ones that she recharted. And I was glad because it was one of my favorite ones. So I like this pattern because it's easy to personalize. And I'll show you the different things I personalize. Let me move it over here. So up here, there's an L for my last name. In this heart, you have the letters of my children's names. My initial, my husband's initial, the date we got married, the month, and the day. So, or I guess that's the year, month, day. So it was very easy to personalize and make my own. And I think I did a great job of framing it, if I do say so myself. I always, I forgot my words. I always lace my finishes, and I feel like it's in there pretty good, pretty even. So I got this frame from Amazon. It's an art to frames frame. So I like that it has some detail to it. And I can't wait to get this on my wall. I stitched this with my friend Sarah, handmade by Sarah W. I also stitched it with my friends Edith and Jean. Hi, ladies. They were actually the ones who inspired me to pull this one back out. I believe I had started it in February of 2025, and they had brought theirs to StitchCon this summer, and they said that they were stitching it, so of course I had to pull mine back out and stitch it. So thank you, ladies, for inspiring me to keep going. And also stitching with my friend Sarah was a lot of fun because she, I don't know if you watch her channel, you should if you don't. She's a color completer. I'm more of a motif completer. So seeing ours come together differently was just really fun. So, and of course we both end up with the same finished product, but our process to get there is a lot different. So that's really fun. Okay. Let's talk new starts. So I have 2 new starts since I saw you last, and both are Christmas themed. So this first one is the Santa's Village series by Little House Needleworks. When my friends and I went to Chantel's 141 pep rally in September, we met a wonderful lady named Erin. She was sitting at a table next to ours. We found out she and her friends were also Ohio Stitchers. We got to stitch with Erin and her friend Jill last weekend. That was fun. Hi, ladies. But at the retreat, Erin was stitching Santa's Village, and my friends and I were just enthralled. Like, it was so beautiful seeing it stitched in person. So Santa's Village is a series of 12 different scenes, and you can choose to stitch them separately. She was stitching hers all as one big piece, and so we decided we wanted to copy her and do the same thing. And nicely enough, she did not mind that we were copying her. So my friends and I decided we wanted to start it on November 1st when we were stitching with her last weekend. So let me show you what I've got so far. That's my start. So I'm starting in the top left corner, and there are 4 across. There's more fabric. I have it folded. There are 4 across and 3 down, and so it's going to be a pretty big piece once I'm done. So in this first one, I am missing a couple of snowflakes still. I need to stitch Santa. There's a Christmas tree. There's like a holly garland down here. So I'm not quite finished with clue 1, but I'm getting there. It looks great. I'm stitching mine on a 40 count gallows by Needle and Flax, and I'm using all of the called for colors. There are a lot. It calls for DMC and overdyes, but there is a DMC conversion for the overdyes. I am doing the DMC and overdyes, so, and it has like Classic Colorworks and Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. Lots of colors. I love it. I'm stitching this with my friend Handmade by Sarah W. and Allison, AllieCat13, Karen from Benton Station Crafter, Michelle Lee Quilts, and Emily Short and Stitchy. So we are all stitching this, and we are so happy to be starting our Christmas stitching. Oh, I love it so much. Excuse me. I am keeping this in a bag that I got from Wildberry Stitching last year, I believe. So cute. I love the little gingerbread men. Love the, it's like a, looks like the roof of a gingerbread house inside, doesn't it? So cute. So that's the project bag I'm keeping it in. I'm gonna pause so I can put it away. Okay, my next new start is one of the Jingle Ball classes that I signed up for. The Jingle Ball is an annual event hosted by Lindy Stitches. It's a virtual retreat. Anybody can sign up for it. It's only $15, so it's definitely worth the money. There are opportunities for shopping exclusives. There are opportunities for meeting new friends in the Stitchy rooms, like the virtual Stitchy rooms. There's whip speed dating, entertainment, all kinds of things. So it's definitely a bang for your buck, I think. So if you haven't signed up for the Jingle Ball, go do that. It's at jingleball.net. I will link it below. And there were several classes offered by the 12 featured designers. I signed up for this one. It is called Winter's Wreath by Robin Pickens. And I'm very excited to try a new type of finish. So you stitch all the little elements and then you attach them to the wreath. And I just think that's going to be so cool. So I started my stitching yesterday. As you can see, I don't have much done yet, but I did get this little holly berry and leaves there. So I like that she has the pattern laid out where you can space everything out equally enough that it gives you enough space to cut everything out for the fully finishing purposes. So I really appreciate that. I am stitching it as called for. She calls for 32 count vintage country mocha with DMC 2/2. I'm typically a 40 count stitcher with 1 strand over 2, but I wanted to stitch it as called for. I want to be able to finish it exactly like hers. And so I'm embracing the 2 strands over 2. And I think it looks great. So I love it. So that's my start on that. And I had to have a new start yesterday because I got a new project bag. This is from my mom. It was my birthday present. She just had these in her shop yesterday and they went like hotcakes because it's so beautiful. It's Tilda fabric and just look at it. I mean, I love the dogs, of course. I love the gingerbread house, a deer and a scarf, a polar bear and a sweater, a duck, goose. I don't know what that is. Goose? I'm not a science teacher, people. Okay, so it's so cute. I love it. So yeah, I love that so much. She does have another Christmas bag. I think she had a couple left by the time I was filming this. It is her Christmas Village bags. Very cute. Go check them out. I do link my mom's shop below. By the way, her shop is called Painted Leaf Co. And of course, she's one of my favorite bag makers. Not only because she's my mom, her bags are fantastic, as you can see. So thanks, Mom. I have all my flosses for Winter's Wreath on this cute little floss dial. It was from Chantel's. I think it was an exclusive. I don't think it's available, but she has other floss dials in her shop. So I just love putting my floss on these because it's just visually appealing to me. And I number the back so that way I can reuse this. I'm not putting like the numbers of the floss. I just go 1 through 16. And then on my pattern, I stitch on my iPad. On my pattern, I write the number next to each floss color and symbol. So that way, if I see like, oh, the heart symbol is number 4, I can just go and pick up number 4 and know that that's the color I'm using. So fun. So those were my new starts. Let's talk whips. My first whip is from the most recent Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It is by Shakespeare's Peddler. It is called The Goblins. And here's what I've got so far. So I'm kind of phasing out the Halloween stitching. So I'm thinking this one's probably going to be going away and I won't see it again till next fall, September, October. So you can see I have some of the words done. The goblins will get you if. The whole thing says the goblins will get you if you don't watch out. So I'm excited to get back to that, but I'm just kind of ready for Christmas now. And I think Halloween stitching is going to be put away. So yeah, that one's going to go away, but I love it. This is stitched on, what is it stitched on? 40 Count Treasure Map by Color and Cotton. And I'm stitching it with all of the called for colors. So yeah, so that was that one. I do have a couple Halloween things in here, but like I said, I'm kind of phasing out Halloween right now. So those are probably going to be ones that you won't see again for a while. I'm keeping that in this project bag. This one was actually a collaboration between my mom's shop, Painted Leaf shop, excuse me, and oh my gosh, I need to slow down. Start over. This was a collaboration between my mom's shop, Painted Leaf Co., and my sister's shop, Pepper Pot Shop, and they were sold in my sister's shop. I do link both of those shops below. I think my sister still has a couple of these in stock, so definitely go check it out. This is the Ghoul Friends bag, the Teresa Kogut line. So cute. I love it so much. I love the green pumpkin charm on the zipper there. So cute. So yeah. Oh, I wanted to say thank you for everyone's kind words. I mentioned in my last video that my mom had lost her significant other, which was why she and my sister collaborated. They were helping each other out, you know, as our family deals with this tough situation. But it was really nice for all of the kind words and the condolences all of you sent. So thank you so much. The next one is called Sampler Holidays Halloween. It is by Blueberry Ridge Designs. It is a monochromatic holiday sampler, Halloween sampler. And let me put it on my board here. This was my first Blueberry Ridge Designs, and I really love it. She has other holiday ones, so I'm going to have to check out and see what other ones she has that I might want to stitch. But here is my start on that. It is stitched on 40 Count Haunted by Seraphim. And I'm using this floss from Roxy Floss Co. called Incredible. And I think it's incredible. It's very fun to stitch. I love the monochromatic stitching. I don't do a lot of monochromatic stitching. I don't know why, because I find it very enjoyable. You don't have to think about what color you're using. It's just very easy. So I'm keeping that, speaking of my sister's shop, I'm keeping that in one of her bags, Pepper Pot Shop. I think she still has a couple of these too. This is that Tilda fabric. She might not have this one, but I know she has some other Tilda fabric bags. Just go check her out. My sister's bags are so good. But yeah, I love that. I know it's like not like a Halloween bag, but it's very fall to me. So I keep that in that bag. And again, this is another one of those ones that's probably not going to be seen again until next fall, but that's okay. All right, next. Excuse me. Next, okay, so this one has been a whip for a long time. It has not seen any love for a long time, but I decided to pull it out. So this next one is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. You've seen it, you know it, you love it. It's by Carriage House Samplings, and here's mine. I'm not very far, obviously. I've had this block stitched for 1,000 years. Actually, I started this in 2021, And I stitched up that first block like really fast, and then I stalled. So I did pick this up and work on it more recently. And I had just the very littlest bit done over here, and I had that little crow stitched up there. So I've added like most of the tree in and everything. So I really don't want to put this away until I at least finish this block. So I think I'm going to keep this one out, even though I'm over the Halloween stitching. I'm going to keep this one out and keep working on it. This is 40 Count Viteris by Mystic Fabrics. I actually looked up this word, A, because I didn't know how to pronounce it, and B, because I wanted to know what the word meant. So actually the word Viteris comes from, I'm going to give you a little lesson here today, not that you asked for it, but it comes from the word, oh, I don't remember what the word was. It was a Latin word that means like old or aged, and I think that describes this fabric perfectly. So good name for this fabric. And I've only been stitching on this for 4 years now, and I finally learned something about it. So it's never too late, right? I'm keeping that in a So Much to Love bag, another Teresa Kogut fabric bag. Very cute. I need to stop saying very cute. I say that a lot. I need to find other words. I'm a teacher, for goodness sake. I need to use more descriptive words like I tell my students to do. Okay. Next, this one's going to stay out too. This is more of a fall, not really Halloween stitch. This one is Butternut House by Stacy Nash Designs. And excuse me, I'm stitching this with my friend Sarah, handmade by Sarah W. If you don't watch her channel, you need to. A, because her channel is amazing, and B, because she's my bestie and we love stitching all of the same things. So here is my progress. I am working on filling in the bottom here. And I was saving this middle part to do last because that looks like the most fun. Usually I like to start on the most fun and then go to the most boring things, and then I stall out. So I decided to, not that this stuff is boring, but I really love stitching a house. There's going to be a big, beautiful house there in the middle with like 2 cauldrons on either side. So I wanted to save that for last. I did make one change. The pumpkins down here in the pattern have jack-o'-lantern faces, and I just stitched them solid. So, because I didn't want them to be jack-o'-lanterns, I wanted it to be more of a fall piece. So I love this. So I think I'm going to keep this out and keep working on it. It is something I think I could finish this fall if I focus on it. I'm not going to make that a goal, because as soon as I make myself a goal, then it goes by the wayside. But I'm going to keep working on it and we'll see what happens, right? Oh, I'm stitching this on 40 Count Cove by Roxy Floss Co. It's the same fabric that I stitched Happy Hearts on. I love this fabric. It was from their Fabric of the Month Club, and I just love this. This is all I have left of it, so I have to use it sparingly, but I thought it was perfect for this. I'm using all the called for colors. It calls for all DMC with the exception of one Weeks Dye Works and the color charcoal. But there's that one. I love Stacy Nash. I'm a little surprised that this is the only Stacy Nash I have in my video today, because usually I have several. Keeping this in my bag, or my project folder that I got from Creative Country Girl. She put my stitching on there. How cool is that? So next, these next 2 are not Halloween, not even fall. So this next one is Nature's Journey. So it has been a 4-part seasonal series. It's by Sprouting Lupine. It's been released in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. So far, spring, summer, and fall have been released, and winter is a-coming. So I need to get my stitching on. Sorry, I just feel like I have dog fur on my lips. Gross. Anyway, probably not something I should have shared. Anyway, here's my progress. I finished summer. I did it. I'm so proud of myself, because I would like to start fall while it's still fall. This is another one I'm stitching with Sarah. She finished summer a while back. She has started on fall, so I've been furiously stitching so I can catch up to her, because I would like to have a good start on fall before winter comes out. So I'm going to keep this one out and keep working on it. But look at all the colors. So gorgeous. They're all DMC, which is fantastic. Huge color palette. So good. I'm stitching this on 46 count into the veil, which is the called for fabric by Bee Stitch Me. And I just think it's perfect. Oh, I cannot wait for this to be done and get it framed and put it up. It's so gorgeous. I love this one so much. I just love all the little elements. You got a frog, you got a chrysalis, a bird head and a wreath, a nest. I love that nest. A little snail. So cute. And I'm keeping that one in one of my all-time favorite bags. This one is from my mom's shop, Painted Leaf Co. Oh, I love this one so much. Can you see why I keep Nature's Journey in here? So gorgeous. And I have one more whip to show you, and then I have a couple of plans to show you. Okay, last whip to show you. So it's really weirding me out that I'm not like holding up the patterns to show you like I normally do, but I'm gonna try to be better and put the pictures in so they're more clear for you to see. You know, sometimes I have the paper copy to show you and other times I show it to you on my iPad, which is probably pretty annoying. So I'm gonna try to be better about taking the time to edit, but it's really throwing me off not like having a pattern to show you. So I don't know if you could tell that, but my last whip, sorry, tangent. This one was my birthday start. My birthday was on October 23rd, and I always have a birthday start. Well, I didn't last year. I have a birthday start almost every year. I've never finished any of my birthday starts, which is not good. But this one, I decided to make a Sal because I know a lot of people like this pattern, and I have forgotten to mention my hashtag in the last couple of videos. But let me show you my stitching first. So this is Sally Spencer by Birds of a Feather again, and that's my start. I don't have much going on with it yet, but it's a good little start. My hashtag is hashtag Sally Spencer B-Day Sal. So if you want to stitch this with me, just jump in. There's no timeline. You know, I'm not making a schedule, and it's more of a start along. Just start it with me, and if you're stitching it, I'd love for you to show me your progress, tag me, use my hashtag. I'm also stitching this with Sarah. She started it with me on my birthday using all of the called for floss, which I think there's like 6 colors, which is fantastic. So cute. I said it again, sorry. I'm stitching it on 40 count Hog Bristle by Fox and a Rabbit. I love it. That one's gonna be pretty. It's not very big, so that won't take me too long to finish. And I'm keeping that in another one of my very favorite project bags, which was a birthday gift to me from Sarah. I showed in my last video. It's amazing. She made this for me. I can't get over it. This is a blue flower pattern. Blue Flower is one of my favorite designers. It says, "A friend loveth at all times," and she put our initials, and it's so precious. It's got the Tilda fabric, and I love it. So it's perfect for Sally Spencer. The colors match, and it's just a special, special bag. Okay, those are my whips. Let's talk about plans. I have a couple of planned starts coming up. Well, this one is not like planned. I don't have like a date that I'm starting it, but I want to start it very soon. This is another class for the Jingle Ball. It is the Liz Matthews Christmas Snow Globes. I love these. I cannot wait to see how we're going to fully finish these. Again, I bought the PDF. I'm kidding. I'm, sourcing it out myself. I bought the jars from Amazon. She has a handy link in her video. She put out a couple of videos about her class. So I just followed the links and ordered what she ordered, which was easy enough. These are going to be so fun to make. So the pattern has all these different motifs, and you can pick and choose which motifs you want to put together in your snow globe. So it's very versatile. It's just going to be so fun. So Again, I'm staying true to the designer's choices. So I'm using a 32 count white Belfast linen, and I'm using all of the called for DMCs. I got this on one of those floss organizers by That's So Kelly Co. I don't know if that's still a shop anymore. I don't remember, but I think I got this a long time ago in a Black Needle Society box. So you put your floss on here. This has got like the felt, so you can put your, orts or whatever on there. And this thing right here has a magnet in it, so you can stick your needle to it. So it's very handy. And again, I just number the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So I love this. It's very fun. And it's just cute to pull out. And I'm keeping that in a bag from, take a look here. This is a bag, another Wildberry stitching bag. A cute patchwork Christmas bag. And then lastly, so I'm going to be starting this one in a couple of days. First of all, look at my project bag. This is from Isabella Sews. She's on Instagram. Her bags are so good. I've bought several of them. And so this is Cherry Magpie by JetX Stitch. And I'm starting it for my friend Maggie's birthday. Some of my friends and I are starting it for her birthday. Maggie is Maggie with an I on Instagram. Hopefully she doesn't mind that I shared that. Too late now. But I always stitch Maggie's birthday stitches with her. And my friend Sarah's joining in. My friend Allison is joining in. So it's going to be really fun to stitch this. I have been just like drooling over this pattern since it came out. There's another like companion piece that came out recently at Market called Blueberry J. That is gorgeous too. But we're going to stitch Cherry Magpie, and look at my fabric. I know I showed this in the last video, but my gosh, it is gorgeous. I have never stitched on anything like this. It's so vibrant and fantastic. I'm using all of the called for colors. It's mostly DMC. There is one Threadworks floss. There's a color in cotton that's called for. I didn't get that, so I just subbed the DMC. So pretty. Those colors are going to look so good on there. The fabric I'm using is 40 count Lilith. It's not the called for, but it's pretty darn close. 40 count Lilith from Be Stitch Me. I know a couple people asked me about that last time, so I'm going to be starting that on Tuesday, which is Maggie's birthday. So happy early birthday to you, Maggie. Okay, that's all of the stitching. I do have some books to talk about. If you don't want to hear that, you can just say goodbye to me now and you won't miss anything. But if you want to hear me ramble nonsensically about the books I'm reading, then stick around. Okay, books. So the first book I'm reading, I don't have the actual book. I'm reading it on my Kindle, so I'll put a picture of it. It is called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. You might have heard of it. It's a very popular book, and I'm enjoying it. I had seen it before and I thought about reading it, but I never had. And one of my teacher friends, he asked if some of us would read it with him. And so we're like, yeah, sure. And it's been really fun to read with my teacher friends and talk about. And it's very applicable to everyday life. I won't tell you all about the Let Them theory, but it's, basically like just doing your own thing, not worrying about what anybody else thinks about you. You can't control what other people think. So there you go. And so I actually got to practice one of the things in the book. So not only is it let them, but it's let me. Like how do you respond to certain things? And so like I went to a concert last night with my daughter. We went to see a singer called Eric Hutchinson. I've been listening to his music for like 15 years. He's a singer-songwriter. And it was at a very small, intimate venue. We were sitting in seats. And it was just really fun. But there was a man who was sitting kind of to the side of us and maybe a row back. He was very excited, which I get because I like Eric's music a lot. He was singing, he was dancing, he was clapping, he was stomping his feet. He was very loud. And at first I was like, gosh, I didn't come here. I didn't pay money to hear this dude sing and clap and dance. But then I was like, okay, let him. Yeah, I can't control him. I can't tell him. I could tell him to stop, but he's probably not going to. And so I was like, you know what? He's having a great time. I'm going to have a great time too. And I did. He was singing along, and the good thing is he was actually a really good singer, and he was singing harmony with Eric. So, you know, it wasn't so bad. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy myself too. And I did, and I had a fantastic time. And even though that man was loud, I just kind of, you know, I just bought into his excitement and his enthusiasm, and I had a great time too. In the past, I would have been super annoyed. I would have complained about it the whole time, and I would not have enjoyed myself. So I like when I read a book that has practical advice that I can apply to my own life. So that's my plug for the Let Them theory. Okay, I have a couple of books that I finished recently. This one is called The Caretaker by Rash. I got this as a mystery book from the Cincy Book Bus. It is a local bookstore. It's the Book Bus Depot. The woman who owns it started out with a bus. She would travel around the city, have pop-up shops, and she would sell books from her vintage bus. And now she actually has a brick and mortar shop. The bus is actually inside the shop, which is pretty cool. And so anyway, she hosts a book of the book club. It's like a book of the month club. I don't think it's called that, but it's just a book club, but you don't know what book it is when you sign up for it. So you just sign up for the book club, and a book comes to you in the mail wrapped in brown paper, and you don't know what it is until you open it. So this was my first time doing the book club, and this was the book I got. I did just sign up for January. I'm super excited. My friend Janet signed up too. So I like that when possible, Melanie, the owner of the shop, she will try to schedule a Zoom with the author. So there was a Zoom with Rash. I did not participate in the Zoom because I wasn't quite finished reading the book, and I did not want any spoilers. So I do need to go back and watch the recording of that. So I really enjoyed this. This is my first time doing the book club. I loved the cover art, very fall. And of course you have a cemetery there, so a little spooky. So let me give you a brief summary. So this book is it's from multiple perspectives, but primarily this character named Blackburn Gant. He is a caretaker at a cemetery. He had suffered from polio as a child, and it disfigured him, and mostly his face was disfigured. He had some paralysis and stuff. So, you know, of course, people would talk and make fun of him and stuff. So he figured that being a caretaker of a cemetery was a perfect job for him, because he wasn't dealing, you know, with the public, and he was, you know, doing a respectable job, but not something that where he was going to have to interact with the public. So anyway, his friend goes off to fight in the Korean War, and he asks Blackburn to take care of his pregnant wife, and it's kind of hard because the wife didn't have support from her husband's family. His family was kind of well-to-do in the community, and they thought that he shouldn't have married this girl, and so they were really kind of cast out as pariahs by his family, and it was just not a union that was very that was accepted. So I don't want to tell you what happens, but stuff happens, secrets are kept, and secrets are revealed at the end. And the only complaint I have about this is that I felt like it wrapped up really quick at the end. I really wanted to see how everything went down at the end when all the truth was revealed. And up until the end, it was told from multiple perspectives, but the end was just told from the perspective of Blackburn, the caretaker. And I really wanted to be on the inside and see what was happening with the other characters and how things went down. So, you know, I was a little sad that it kind of wrapped up so quickly at the end. I was satisfied with the ending. I just wanted a little more. But Rash is an excellent author. I had read his book Serena before. There was a movie too. I think it had Jennifer Lawrence in it, but great book. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. All right. Talk about 5-star reads. Wally Lamb, The River is Waiting. My first Wally Lamb book. I know. Where have I been? Under a rock, apparently. My friend Janet, that I met at the 141 pep rally a couple of years ago, she suggested this to me. Janet is my book guru. And she was like, you need to get this book immediately. You need to read it. And my gosh, it's an Oprah's book club pick. heavy, heavy, heavy. It starts off with, so it's a young family. They have two-year-old twins, and a tragedy occurs in the very first chapter. Horrible trigger warnings if you can't handle things happening to children. Again, that happens in the first chapter, so I'm really not giving anything away. But just like the fallout of all of the things that led up to the tragedy, all of the things that happened as a result of how it affects the marriage between the couple, the ramifications otherwise. I don't want to say too much without giving anything away. You got to read this. It was a hard, difficult read, and it just like punched me in the heart, but it was so good. It was so thought-provoking. I read this with my friend Noelle, who lives in California. She used to live out here. We used to go to book club together and read things together all the time. And I told her I was reading this, and she read it too. And we had such a great discussion. This would be a great book for book clubs, by the way. I also saw that Kristen from the Steel City Stitchers, she finished reading this yesterday, posted about it on her stories, and she and I chatted about it a little bit. All I'm seeing is wonderful reviews from people. It is such a thought-provoking, heart-wrenching story, and it's relatable. I mean, you know, we all make decisions in our lives that could go one of two ways at sometimes, and you know, bad things happen sometimes to good people. And so I think that this story was relatable in that way because the characters were like everybody else. You know, people like this. You might be people like this, you know. So I thought this was a fantastic book. Another 5-star read for me. Now, after those two heavy, heart-wrenching books, I was like, I need some fluffy reads. I need something that's not going to tear my heart out, something that I'm not going to be like crying into my pillow about every night. So here we go. My friend Tina, one of my teacher friends, she had read this, and I was like, that looks so cute. It's called The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. First of all, look, oh my gosh, I am a sucker for sprayed edges. Look at that little cat in the leaf pile. Stop it. I love the sparkly. Ooh, look at that. So cute. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I want to go there. It was funny because when I went to the Book Bus Depot, I saw this on display, and it had a little sign that said, "Spicy alert. This is not your grandma's romance." So ready for some spice. I'm only on like chapter 3, so nothing spicy has happened yet, but it's a coming, I'm sure. So, so cute. Just a fun read. And, yeah, definitely something to get me out of my feels about this one. And another one that I just started. So that was one that I just started, and here's another one I just started. I am part of the Book of the Month Club, and this was one of the choices. Violet Thistlewaite is not a villain anymore. Look at the cover. Did I buy this because of the cute cover? You bet your biscuits I did. This is not the typical type of thing I would read. It's like a little bit of like magical realism, a little bit of fantasy. I'm guessing a little bit of romance. It's so cute. I cannot get over this cover. It is perfection. And I'm a couple chapters into this, and I'm liking this one too. I think we all need, maybe I don't speak for anybody else. I think I need reads that are going to provoke different things in me, things that are going to make me think, things that are going to make me feel, things that are going to just make me happy. And, you know, I don't know. This is just fun though. I'm having fun with some fun reads, and then I'll get back to my heavy stuff. So I think that's good for me to be like a balanced reader. I used to be very like rigid on the things I would read, and like, oh, I don't read these kind of books or that kind of books. And now I'm like, I'll read anything, like, Pumpkin Spice Cafe, bring it on. Sure. In the past, I would have been like, no, I'm not reading that. But, books are for enjoyment. Books are for fun. Books are there to entertain us, and I like being entertained. So I'm really enjoying just trying out different things. So yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. I hope you enjoyed my book talk. I know I don't plan anything before I get on here and just start spewing words. So hopefully the things I said made sense. If they didn't, we'll pretend they did. And I just appreciate you guys coming and spending time with me all the time. And I would love to hear what you're stitching, what your plans are for holiday stitching, what you're reading, anything. So please leave me a comment below. Send me a message on Instagram. I will put this disclaimer out there though. Sometimes I miss things. I was going back through my Instagram messages today. I was kind of scrolling down because I was looking for a specific message from a person, and I saw a couple of messages that I never read or even responded to. So I apologize to those people. But if that ever happens, like you have left me a comment or you have asked me a question on any of those platforms and I don't answer you, message me again, because probably I just lost it. You know, I'm a busy lady. I work a full-time job. So sometimes things just escape my attention and I don't mean for them to. So I apologize if that has happened to you. Until next time, I hope you guys are having a great November. I hope you're getting to stitch the things you want to stitch, read the things you want to read, and I will talk to you soon.